Hello, guys. Today, I have come to a conclusion that if you're an African, if you're from other African, any part of Africa, and they are living in South Africa, even if you are living there legally or illegally, you know what I mean? I think it's time to leave that place. It's time to leave South Africa if you are living there currently. I have come to that conclusion when these ruffians start harassing people, those punks start to take laws into their hands about people living other African countries, people living in their country. I was thinking it's something that is gonna go away. Like this is like a wave. It comes and it will disappear. But I guarantee you that this is not gonna go away as people might think. Oh, if people might think, you might think, let me hang on there because I have a lot to lose if I leave South Africa, and this is gonna just disappear with time. Their anger will boil down. But I see my best advice for you is that this is not gonna go away. These people, they are really determined to make sure that no, they don't want to see other African countries, especially men in their country. They don't care if you if you have papers or not. Forget about what they say. They use this. They don't buy that. Oh, we are fighting illegal immigrants. They're not fighting illegal immigrants. They're not fighting only illegal immigrants. They are fighting any African men in their country. That's what they are fighting. They don't want to see them. They don't want to see African men in their country. It's not about illegal immigrants. It's about they are fed up. They are really fed up with seeing African men, doing well, doing better than them in their country. That's why they're fed up. And they're not gonna go away. And I don't want people to be victim of this kind of circumstances. Like, if you say, oh, let me hang on there because this is gonna go away. These people, they're not gonna go away because even if you see that most of them, like 60% of South Africans, are in support of what these people are doing. Because if you are online, you see what they're saying online, especially men, and a little fraction of their women are in support of it as well. And you're gonna find out that this is not gonna die off. So long, how are you gonna be in a country where you'll be afraid to speak to people there. Like you'll be afraid to open your mouth because immediately you open your mouth, they will know that you're a foreigner in their country. And how do you gonna stay there? I mean, it's not advisable to be in that situation. You know what I mean? And the thing is that if these people, when they find you out, these ruffians, when they find you out, they don't even give you a chance to present their papers to say that look, I'm not living here illegally. I have my papers. They don't give you a chance to do that. And when you are dead, nobody's gonna do anything to them. They won't fight. They won't even do like go after those people that their hands in people's death. They won't. Or even if your government say that hey, we need to do something, we need to find out what's happened. They can say, okay, we are looking into it, and they're gonna be looking into it for 10 years, and their government will lose interest as well. So I think it's better to even go to any other African countries close to them, South Africa, than to be in South Africa at the moment. Is not safe. It's not safe at all. These people are mean. You know what I mean? And the government, they don't care about. They don't take this serious. The government. The politicians. You know how politicians do. The politicians. They're only interested in their interests. Maybe some of them doesn't want to come out and say condemn stuff like this because it's the same people they hope to get their vote from, to be in power and keep on embezzle money that's meant for these people. You know what I mean? So it's not safe if you're if you are from any other part of Africa. and they are living in South Africa. It's not safe. And even if you're not from Africa and they are living in South Africa, and you think like, you know, stuff like this is happening, is a red flag as well, you know, for you to be there, because you don't know what these people can wake up tomorrow and say, oh, look, maybe the Indians are there that are giving them trouble, or they are taking their jobs, or that the Chinese are taking their jobs. Now it's about Africans taking their jobs. Tomorrow it might be Chinese taking their jobs, or Indians taking their jobs, and they're gonna go after them. You know what I mean? Oh, because South Africa is not even like they are made up of just one tribes. You know, there's a lot, not laws, but there's different tribes there. You know, they can start fighting among each other and this kind of stuff. You know, because you see the animosity. You know, how mean these people are. These people that are demonstrating. You see that. They are like time bomb anyway. They're gonna explode at some point. If now there is Africa that are fighting, tomorrow they will fight other people, other group. I guarantee you that. Peace.